I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Your presence here, yes, thank you. Your presence here tonight means a lot to us. It means a clear signal of your acknowledgement of the work that happens here at Audley. At Audley, we as a family, we've been around for about 45 years, which in the history of the farm, as you all learned during the course of the day, is nothing. Because this place, being a historic site of this country, goes much further. We all hope that tonight you sense a little bit of that history. You sense a little bit of the significance of what Audley stands for. I also would like to take the opportunity to thank the Angus Foundation. Having joined in the event tonight makes it a very special one. It makes it a special honor for us being able to host it and have it as a starting point for which tomorrow to us is a very, very, very important day. And you all can help us to make it a special day too. So those who haven't had a chance to look down at that part of the alley, there are some of the products we would like to share with you tomorrow. Actually, if you raise your hand high enough, it could be yours. So we'll practice tonight a little bit, right? We'll practice the bidding. And let's make sure that tomorrow we haven't forgotten about how it all works. And let's make it a special day for the crew that has worked so hard for the last year to make this event happen. So I don't want to close without thanking Turner, Matt, Mary Kay, and everyone who has helped to set this up and make it a special day. Now it's yours, right? And you guys, you keep raising your hands, okay? Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Yes, very much deserved a round of applause. A wonderful event here we're going to have tonight, and we really do appreciate you all being here. Now we're going to show a short video. Here we go. From the Angus Foundation.
In 1883, in the heartland of this great nation, where the golden prairies meet the endless sky, a humble beginning sparked a legacy that would stand the test of time. The first Angus bulls brought to America by George Grant. Through the generations, we've embraced change, harnessed technologies, and welcomed modern practices while staying true to our heritage. Our strong commitment and steadfast spirit has been the driving force behind this breed's success. George Grant's legacy continues to inspire, empower, and uplift, creating a foundation strong enough to advance another 150 years.
Well, at this time, I'd like Mr. Mark McCauley to come up here. Mark is the CEO of the American Angus Association, does a wonderful job representing our breed. He's a great person, and I strongly suggest that all of you that have not met Mark tonight, that you would take the time to introduce yourself to him. But let's give him a round of applause. Here's Mr. Mark McCauley.
Well, thank you, Ryan. What an evening. I cannot imagine a more perfect evening, a more perfect setting. Whoever was in charge of the weather, kudos. You nailed it. What just a fantastic evening to come together and celebrate legacy, celebrate the Angus breed. 150 years, that was this week, represents a 150-year birthday of an anniversary of those. Can't imagine that when George Grant dumped those first four bulls out of the trailer out there in Victoria, Kansas, that he had any idea of the impact that the Angus breed would have on this industry, but bigger than that, the legacy that the Angus breed would have and the people that it would pull together. And I think tonight is just an incredible celebration of that. It's just a fantastic evening, and just couldn't be more excited to be a part of it. Before, I want to just formally thank Miss Julie, Miss Wynn. These ladies have put just an incredible amount of energy and creativity. This evening reflects the passion that I know they have for the Angus Foundation, and just thank you from the bottom of our heart for all that you guys do. I think when you think about our foundation, we talk about our pillars. We talk about youth, of course, and that's youth. Our youth programs are usually at the centerpiece of so much of what we talk about in the foundation, and the impact that they have. So many of within our industry that have been impacted through our youth programs, not just the show ring type of things, our junior board, and all of the outreach and education type of leadership development that we have for our young people. But the other pillars being education and research are just so important to the future as we talk about the legacy of the Angus breed and the future of our industry. The importance of those three pillars, and I'm just so inspired when I get around the generosity of our Angus family that have supported those over the years. I get to see firsthand the impact that the foundation has, and just could not be more excited about the impact that I know that the foundation is going to have for years to come. So I thank you for that. I thank you for your generosity. I want to make a couple quick introductions. I talked about those outstanding young people that we get to talk about. And on cue, Avery walks down the steps. Good job, Avery. Miss Avery Dull is our education director. You heard from Gordon Clark. I lost Gordon now. There he is. And the bow tie, I don't know how I could possibly lose Gordon. Gordon's the vice chair of our National Junior Board, and Miss Marcy Hardward is our foundation director for the Junior Board. So give those three young leaders a big, big hand. So that's the important board, but then there's this other board of directors that I have to deal with from time to time, and that's, as we call them, the big board, the adult board. But no, in all seriousness, we have 18 actually this year, fantastic board members that lead and represent you as Angus breeders and Angus members to lead and set the direction and the course for this association. We have Mr. Chuck Grove in the back, of course, we're sitting in his home state of Virginia. Chuck currently serves as the chairman of the board for the American Angus Association. Also at the table is Mr. Mark Ahern, that comes all the way from Texas to join the celebration. And then the third American Angus Association board member that I'd like to introduce and welcome to the stage is Mr. Paul Bennett, who also serves as the Angus Foundation chairman this year. Paul?
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. I know. Thank you, Mark. It is indeed an honor for me to be here tonight as an Angus breeder, an Angus enthusiast, and a supporter of the American Angus Foundation. I'm very humbled to serve as chairman this year. I fully recognize that the real workhorse behind the Angus Foundation is standing right back under the tent. Jacqueline, I tell you what, she's an incredible young lady, high energy, just everything about her is contagious when you get around her. So if you haven't met Jacqueline, make sure you do before the night is out, and you'll understand why the Angus Foundation is what it is. So thank you, Jacqueline. And I also want to give a special thanks for tonight specifically to Wynn Dalton and Julie French. They obviously have been the backbone of this project, along with the folks here at Audley. And Julie and Wynn, we greatly appreciate your expertise and your ability to really make things happen. And the Audley crew who bared us, we already heard from, incredible owner of this very special place. And the staff here is second to none. Turner, maybe the most likable guy you'll ever meet. Come on up, Turner. And Matthew Deacon and their staff here. You guys, if you'll come up, we've got a small token of appreciation for you folks hosting this for us here tonight. We know it involved incredible investment of time and resources from the from you and your staff. Thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize the other members of the Angus Foundation Board who are here tonight and have had to travel to be here. We have a very active board, a very engaged board. Mark Ahern from Texas, who was already recognized, serves on the foundation board. Darla Eggers, don't see Darla back there. I'm sure she's doing what she does best, and that is she's working the process. Thanks, Darla. And Tom McGinnis is with us here tonight. These folks are incredible assets to the foundation and your association, and we do appreciate all your efforts and long-term commitments to this. So at this time, I'd like to bring up Lamar Steiger. I apologize. I'm good at doing that. From the 808 Ranch in Missouri. Lamar, here you are. Had the opportunity to spend some time with him yesterday, and I realized what an incredible resource he is from many angles, and we certainly appreciate your involvement in this tonight. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, Paul. It's really, really special for me to be here. I just feel like this part of Virginia is just full of folks that are just part of the Angus royalty, and it's been so much fun for me to reconnect with so many people from years and years ago in the 70s and 80s and come back to this part of the country. I feel really blessed that I was originally from Wyoming, and then my folks moved to Arkansas, and we moved to Charlotte Herd. But they had very different, Chuck. They're very different, Northeast Wyoming and Northwest Arkansas, hillbilly heaven. And but they had one thing in common, is the youth programs for agriculture in Crook County, Wyoming, and Benton County, Arkansas were fantastic. And I love that the Angus Foundation is involved in education, Jerry, and it's involved in education and research and all that kind of stuff. But my heart is really with the youth, and so I just really am pleased to be a part of it. Generosity movements are started in tents like this. And I am hoping and I'm praying that this organization, the Angus Association and the Angus Foundation, I think it's time for a generosity movement, and that there would be real life change through the generosity of folks like perhaps my wife and I, but also especially you and your families. And so this idea that this Angus Legacy and the George Grant Challenge, there's a challenge for $15,000 gifts, and there's a lot of folks that can do $15,000 gifts, and my wife and I have been blessed in so many ways, and through mainly my mentor, my father-in-law, Jack Shoemaker, who owned Jack's Ranch, and my mother-in-law owns it now in Northwest Arkansas, and blessed so much. And so we're really just honored that we can participate in that, and we're giving a gift this year, Julie, and it's in honor of Jack and Melba. And my father-in-law was the hardest driving, most type A personality that I've ever met, and he wore me down. But every single day I think, oh, I know how to do this. Jack taught me. And so our gift, and the McMahons are giving their gift in honor of their parents. And most everyone that's been around for more than a year knows about Dave and Marianne McMahon. And so Bell Point, 2 Arkansas firms have stepped up. And Virginia, this is the wealthiest county in the United States. Like, I'm guaranteeing you, Arkansas is not the wealthiest county or state in the United States. So it's time to kind of step up. Bob McLaren at 44 Farms, who's become a really close friend of mine. I'm a consultant with Walmart and Sam's Club and trying to help improve their beef business. Walmart and Sam's Club chose Angus, and they're big. And when they push something, things change. And so a lot of the good bull sales you have are because of that. But Bob McLaren has teamed up with Walmart, and Bob and his wife have given the money in honor of Doug Slattery, who just retired. He's over here at this table I can't see. But Doug has just retired as the longtime manager of 44 Farms, and just is really an honorable guy, and so I think that's a special thing for them to do. But the generosity movement is not done with $15,000 gifts. Generosity movements and change lives are done through $150 gifts. And we're looking for 1,000 $150 gifts. And really, when you look at the number of members in the association and what all's going on, there should be 5,000, Chuck. There's no reason in the world why $150 per year could not be a part of everybody's generosity. And we are more blessed. We are more blessed in this country. We are part of the 1%. Even if you don't think you're part of the 1%, if you look at globally, we're in the top 1/10 of 1%, no matter what you are. You're an American. You're here. There's a couple Germans, but you're here. And they're very generous. They fed us tonight. We're not an easy group to please. But anyway, we're part of just something really special. And it's just like my heart is to be generous because of the blessings that we've had. And I just challenge everyone beyond this tent, but everyone to consider a $150 gift. And it's not insignificant, because when you add it up and you have 1,000 of them, it's very significant. And it changes lives. And my life was changed by youth 4-H and FFA and Julie's. And so please consider stepping up tonight. Don't put it off. Step up tonight to participate. Thank you for letting me share just a little bit, Julie.
Turn it.
Good evening. I'm Turner Kobayashi, the general manager here at Audley Farm. And really quick, I want to give you a little bit of history about Audley Farm. It was founded in 1749 when Lord Fairfax deeded it over to Warner Washington, which is George Washington's cousin. Then Warner Washington II, his son, built this house right behind you in 1795, and it stayed in their family for quite a long time. George Washington's adopted daughter, Eleanor Park Custis Lewis, came here in 1832 and lived here for the remaining 20 years of her life. And she was a wonderful hostess, and because of that, she was our inspiration. So Jackie and Julie and Wynn said, hey, let's celebrate Nellie tonight. So I'm here to raise a toast to Nellie Custis. So please raise that, and keep raising your hands tonight and tomorrow for sure, okay? So thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Turner, and thank you all for all your support tonight. Again, it's made a big impact to all of our lives, being in the Angus business and the farming community and everything agriculture. It's such a wonderful business and culture to be around. I mean, the people that you meet, there's a lot of them that we haven't seen in a long time. And when you get events like this, it sure is amazing to get everybody back together, talk, and for an event like this, and the host that they have done here tonight. It really is amazing to look out here and see all of the support. But tonight we've got the auction at hand. We have some beautiful things that we're going to be auctioning off, and so all your support here tonight would be very, very much appreciative. As you know, a lot of hard work went into it, and I think there's been some introductions, and I'd like to say it again. Jacqueline in the back. Jacqueline, why don't you come up here towards the front so everybody knows who... Let's give her a round of applause. She is the executive director of the Angus Foundation, does a tremendous job. As you know, Julie French, Wynn Dalton, these guys they go above and beyond, and they take a lot of their time that it goes into this, and it's really an honor to have them and all the things that they're doing here today. So we're going to get into the auction part of it. I'm going to introduce Mr. Cody Lowderman. He is the auctioneer of the sale here tonight. Cody is from Illinois. A lot of you guys know him, an outstanding young auctioneer and great friend to a lot of us. My name is Ryan Cotton with Cotton & Associates, and then we're going to have some ring staff that'll come up in here, and I'll let Cody introduce that. So, again, you're in for a great night, great cause, and so help all the support. Okay. We have got an added lot. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go 1X. If you have an added lot, you got to throw an X into it. So we've got a certified Angus tie. take.
Of Mr. John Marotek.
Yes, it did. Took right off the neck of Mr. John
Marotek.
Marotek.
Huberta, Eric, where are they?
So we're going to auction this off once we do lot 1, then we'll do 1X. It's an added lot, so we got to have that X lot. So we'll do that so everybody get, that's going to be an addition. So here we go. Here's Cody. He's going to say a few things, and then we're going to get going.
All right, you bet. Thank you, Ryan. And ladies and gentlemen, good evening to each and every one of you. Indeed, a pleasure for myself to be here. But more importantly, you folks know what it's just about time for. And as you've had the opportunity to listen to the good people speak to you, the videos here, it's time to dig in your pockets a little bit, the foundation of what it stands for and the opportunities that it provides. We can go on, and we want to do it for another 150 years. You've got the opportunity right here this evening to do so on some great items. Obviously, would like to thank the entire Audley team for wonderful hospitality, and to echo Mark's words, you couldn't ask for a better evening. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to loosen up, pull our sleeves up a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a little fun. We've got a great range staff to assist you folks in the bidding here this evening. Terry Cotton, Shane Ryan, your regional managers, Will Harsh, congratulations to him on his new territory, along with Will, your local regional manager here, Mr. Reese Stuckweller, and we appreciate those gentlemen's work and diligence. With that being said, I will turn the microphone back over. Julie, you going to talk right here?
Yes,
All
Cody,
right.
we have a little business. You know, the Angus Foundation, we're in the, what was it called? The generosity movement. So I want to remind you that we accept cash, checks, credit cards. We accept that we have a little order form that you can sign and get an invoice. So any way that you want to give tonight, whether you buy in the auction, whether you buy a scarf from Hannah up at on the deck up there, whether you get involved in the Legacy Built Fund, whether you get involved in the race. We're going to run the race later after the auction. Any way you want to get involved, we want you to get involved. If you've got an idea of something you'd like to do to honor your legacy, to build a legacy for your family. Jacqueline Beester is here. Lamar Steiger is here. Darla Eggers, Mark Ahern, Tom McGinnis, all of our, Paul Bennett, all of our foundation folks are here. If you've been having this feeling for a long time, I'd like to do something for the Angus Foundation, tonight's the night to begin talking about it, because as Lamar said, generosity movements start in tents like these. For years and years, and Audley is the place. Tonight, our Lot 1 is the number 1 of the limited edition silk scarf. The Angus Foundation commissioned fringe scarves, which is just the hottest thing going in the fashion world and Western fashion all over the world. A lot of people, ladies here in Virginia, like this fashion too. We commissioned fringe scarves. I'd like for you to hear, Alex, we want to hear from Jody Hendrickson, the designer of the scarf.
Hi, my name is Jody Hendrickson with Fringe Scarves, and I'm so excited to be part of this event tonight, celebrating 150 years of the Angus breed. We're thankful to the Angus Foundation for having us do the custom scarf for this event. Each is numbered 1 through 150, 100% silk. I'm wearing one today, and it's very near and dear to my heart because I grew up on a ranch in South Dakota. Of course, we were a commercial Angus cow-calf operation, but my dad, Lynn Weissar, and my brother, Seth Weissar, are livestock auctioneers and have sold a lot of the purebred Angus sales in that area. So it's very, very near and dear to my heart, and I really appreciate being part of it all. I hope you have a great time. Thank you very much.
We had a blast working with Jody Hendrickson and Alta and all the folks at Fringe. Jacqueline, Wynn, and I got a hand in designing this scarf. We started with the first Angus in U.S., Frank Murphy, the just iconic Angus painting. We updated it a little bit with a new sky that we believe represents a new day for Angus in the next 150 years. We chose the Scottish thistle to represent the adaptability and the diversity of the Angus breed. Scottish thistles are the emblem of the country of Scotland, and guess where they grow wild? They grow wild in Kansas. Imagine that. George Grant took those bulls to Kansas. The Celtic knots on the scarf represent that there is no beginning and there's no end to Angus genetics and to the Angus families that breed Angus cattle all over this country. The knots are in the four corners of the scarf to symbolize that Angus are grown in the north, the south, the east, and the west of the United States, and they do well everywhere they're raised. So that's the symbolism of the scarf. We only have 150. I'm wearing number 11. Some of the girls have already bought their scarves and have them on tonight. This happens to be number 1. We'll sell number 1 at auction tonight, and we'll sell number 150 at auction at the Angus Convention coming up in Orlando in November. So this is your chance to have that iconic scarf. You can wear it, you can frame it, you can do what you want with it, but it is going to be a cherished part of your Angus legacy in your home, I know.
Absolutely. Thank you, Julie. And before we get right into the auction sale, I would like to also welcome those folks that are joining us online. We are live on the internet. CCI here, Whitney, Andras is handling those duties behind us here. I know there's several people logged in, tuned in, and joining us. We want to say hello and welcome you folks online. If you're interested here, bid right up on them. We will try to move right along, but obviously we want to take our time and raise as much money as we possibly can for the great cause here this evening. As you listen to her describe lot number 1 here in regards to the scarf right here, there is only one number 1, as you folks are well aware, ladies and gentlemen, and this is number 1 of 150 here on the silk scarf. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a great auction sale. You tell me, on the scarf right here, the auction is on. How many dollars on it? What do you leave here? Did get $2,000 to go? Hey, $2,000 here. Let's have a little fun. I bet 100's all. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And now forward here. Did get $500 here? $500 there. Did get $600. And now $700. Did get $8 here? Now but I bet $1,000 on it. $1,000, $1,100. Did get $1,200. Now but I bet $1,200 here. And now $1,200. Did get $12, $13 here. Now but I bet $1,300 here. And 13. And now 14 here. You didn't make it. Well, get 1,500. Hey, $1,500 here. See it. 16 here. Did get $1,700. $1,700 here. Demoted now but I bet $1,700 here. To get $1,700. $1,700 there. Demoted now but I bet $1,700. $17's all here. Did but I bet now but I bet 18 here. 19 here. Did get $2,000. And now 230. But I bet 2. Now 120. But I bet $2,200 sir. At 22 here. Now but I bet 2. Did get 2. Did get $2,200 there. Demoted. At 22 3 there. Now but I bet 3. Thank you there. Now 520. But I bet 5. At 2,500 here. Did get 5 here. Now but I bet 600 here. Did get down to 25. $2,600. Yes, Julie, you go.
So Cody, you know, when you go home and somebody says, well, who bought the number 1 scarf? And you say, not me. How is that going to feel? Because guess what? Jacqueline's got the book, and she plays by the book. There is not going to be another number 1.
That's exactly right.
There's not going to be another number 1.
And I bid $2,500. What do you think of 6? They better get 26.7. How about I bet 700? They better get $700. $700. Now but I bet 27. And now they turn. They better get $800. Now but I bet $800. They better get 2,800. Bid 27. Y'all in. Y'all through. 28 on it. At 27. They better get 8 there. They better bet $800. Hands up. You want it? Y'all in. Y'all through. 27. $2,800 on it. And now but I bet 2,800. Sold it your way, Shane Ryan. $2,700 bought it. Is that Tom? 2,700. Thank you, Tom McGinnis, and the buyer numbers 812. Appreciate it. Absolutely. All right, we've got that X lot now. X lot. All right, on lot 1X here on the tie right here. All right, lot 1X on the tie. Do you tell me on it? Better get 500 to go. Hey, $500 here. Demoted now, but I bet 500. Hit 555. You say, thank you. Now $600 on it. Hit 5,600. Now 7. But I bet $700. 7. Now 8. Better give $8,000 on it. $1,000 here. 9. And now 1,000. Had to try. Now 1,000. Now 11. Now 12. They better get 12. 13 here. Demoted. But I bet $1,300 now. But I bet 14. Here. Better get 1,500. Hey, 15 here. But I bet $1,500 there. Demoted. Better get 1,500. And now 16 here. Now but about 1,600. Hey, 15 here. Better get 1,600 there. About 1,600. You want back in up here? 1,600. 15, 16 here. You're gonna form a partnership. $1,600 on it. Hey, 15 here. Better get $1,600 there. About 1,600. Y'all in. Y'all done now. I bet 1,500. It'll be 1,600. Hey, 1,500 here. Better get 1,600 here. About 1,600 here. Better get 1,600. I sold it for $1,500 to the Clark family. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. Appreciate it. $1,500. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. John Rotek, you was doing the bidding. I apologize. Oh, you're going to share it. You're going to share it. Now, who's going to wear it first? Okay, he's already had it on. Fair enough. Answered the question. Thank you, folks, gentlemen. We appreciate it. All right.
Mr. John Morotek, I want to thank you. I spotted that tie outside that tent, and I said, we have to sell your tie tonight. And I brought in Mark McCulley to verify the provenance of it. Mark McCulley worked for CAB forever, and he had never seen that tie before. So I thank you, and I thank Tim Clark, and I hear you're going to get it on Tuesdays, and he's going to get it every other day of the week. I took the clothes right off the back. Well, when Lamar talks about generosity, that was generous. Thank you so much, Ms. Morotek, and Linda and Chuck, we appreciate that. That was fun.
All right, moving on to lot number 2, Julie.
So the Scottish thistle pendant, as we formed our affinity for Scottish thistles, we began to see thistles everywhere. And Jacqueline when she was shopping for a wonderful quilt, she was able to find this vintage 1850s pendant. It's actually a lady's button from a dress, and it's a button like Nellie Custis would have worn on her dress. There's a little webbing on the back that's a button. And so our Angus Foundation official jeweler, Carrie Votok-Lever from Nebraska. Clary was a Miss American Angus. She has a wonderful KVK jewelry design business. She designs in New York and all over the world, actually. And Carrie took this piece and made it the pendant into a beautiful necklace to wear to signify the Scottish thistle, and we think it's a one-of-a-kind piece.
Absolutely. It's lot number 2.
Our underwriter tonight, the sponsor of this piece, who sponsored the updating and everything, is Pete Henderson and his family at Edgewood.
Absolutely, and we appreciate them for sure. Okay, here we go on the Scottish thistle pendant right here, updated with this Middleton Fire Opal necklace. It is lot number 2 right here in a neat piece. Tell me there, $2,500 on it. It $225. Here we go, $250, $500 here. Bought it now, but about $500, and now $750 on it here now, but about $700 on it here. Bought it now, but about $750. It $500 here. $7.5 on it now, but about $700 on it here now. $1,000 at $800, $900, now $1,000, and now $1,000 on it here now, but about $1,100 here. $1,200. Here tomorrow now, but about 12, about 12, about 12, about 12, 13 there. 13, 1500 here. 15 on it. 1500 on it here tomorrow now, but about 1500. 15 there. 1500 on it here tomorrow day, but about 1500 on it here. 1500. 1500. Thank you there. Now 16, Shane. 1600. 1600. 15 here. 1600 on it here tomorrow day, but about 1600 on it here. 1600. Are you all through? A bit 1500. Hands up if you want it now. 15, 16. At 15, better get 1600 and die. Better get 16. Are you sure? Said no, wanted and died.
Once again, don't go home and say, I almost bought the necklace. Because there's one. Carrie Votok-Lever made one for us. There won't be another one. So don't go home without it. Give them a chance to think. Because guess what? We've got the tent rented all night.
Did you change
Cody.
your mind, Shane? At 1600? 1600?
Come on.
1600? 15, 16. Well, that's 15 here.
Oh.
Better get 1600. On it there to it out. You're waiting for the next one. There's not going to be another one. You'll be 1600. 15, 16 on it. Said no and I sold it then. Reese's Way at 1500. Thank you. Edgewood.
810 Edgewood.
Give them a round of applause. Appreciate the support. Absolutely. 810's of our number, Edgewood. Thank you.
You know, Pete told me that he really liked the item, and he asked me early on. He said, "Is it okay if I sponsored it? Can I still buy it?" And I said, "Yes. I like the way you think, Pete." So next up is Lot 3. It's our homage to Nellie Custis. It's the beautiful Thistle Downs quilt and pillow. Again, one of one. This nationally renowned quilt maker, Deb Eggers, she designed the pattern. And this is her original design for the pattern that she sells called Thistle Downs. It was featured on the cover of Primitive Quilts, which is a national quilt magazine last summer in the summer of 2022. It's a set. It's a throw quilt that measures 68 by 82, and the pillow that goes with it. Deb Eggers has made this for us and agreed to let us sell it to continue our celebration of the Scottish thistle. And with it comes 2 books. And I bought these books, and they're fascinating stories of the life of Nellie Custis, George Washington's Beautiful Nellie, and Nellie Custis' housekeeping book. And both of these items go with the quilt.
You bet. Neat piece here, and as you heard her say, only one of them now. Only one of them. A unique opportunity. It's lot number 3. You come down to the auction sale here and tell me there.
Oh, excuse me. I've got an underwriter. I'm messing up on my job. Our underwriter of Thistle Downs is Mary and Joe Zarella of Bliss Lane Cattle Company in Great Falls here in Virginia.
You bet. Thank you, folks. We certainly appreciate it. And right here on the quilt, just one of them now. Come back here. Tell me here. How many dollars you get? $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 here to want it. At $5,000, $6,000 here to go. You get $1,000 is all. $1,000, $1,250. It 12.5 on it here. You get $1,210, $50. Third about it down, but $12.5 there to bought it. You get $1,250. $1,000 here. You get $12.5 on it down, but $12.5 here. You get $1,000 here. $1,250. And now $1,500. And now $17.5 on it. You get $1,750. $17.5 here. $2,000 here and $2,000. You get $22.5 on it down, but $2,250. It $22.5 here. Now $5. At $25 here. $7.5 here. You get $750 on it here. $7.5 on it here. It's $750 on it here. You get $7.5 on it here. $7.5 on it here. At $2,750. $2,600. Now $7. At $2,600. $27. Hello. Now $8. And now $3. Hey, $3,000. You get $3. Now but $3. You get $3,000 on it here. Now but $3. You get $3,000. And now $3. There's only one of them. Help yourself. I'll take $2,900 if you want it.
The really cool part is we have the magazine. And you get to take the magazine home, so when your nosy neighbor comes over for coffee, you don't just show her the quilt, you show her the magazine and say it was on the cover of Primitive Quilts, for goodness sake. That's what I'd do.
And now $3,000. $3,000. Change the lead at $2,900. How you get along with your work, Will? You'll be $3,000. $3,000 on it. Hit $2,900. If it gets $3,000, dirty money down, but $3,300. Even money. Go right ahead. At $3,000. Now one. If it gets $3,100 here, about $30. You're still smiling. It hasn't even cost you a dime yet. You're gonna be $3,100. $3,100. $3,100 on it. At $3,000. $31. At $3. If it gets $30. How about $30? How about $100 on it? Dirty money down, but $30. Y'all in.
If you only knew the negotiation that Jacqueline Beester had to go through with Deb Eggers to get this quilt, you'd be feeling pretty sorry right now. It was a dog-eat-dog negotiation, and she was calling, winning me. We were on a 3-way call. We said, okay, don't give up, Jacqueline. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We've got to have that quilt. It took all day at the National Quilt Show, and we're only at $3,000. Cody, I don't know. Jacqueline, we're going to have to start paying the auctioneers instead of letting them do this for free.
$3,100. Thank you. Now $2. $32. You secured my job, Shane. You'll be $3,200. At $31.2. Now $3. And now $5. Hey, $35. Well, $3,500. Hey, $500. Give me $4. $3,400. $3,400. $5. Now $7. $37. $3,700. At $35 on $7. Hey, $7. $7. $37. You'll be $3,700.
Lamar said this was the richest county, and he claimed that, Walmart County wasn't. Okay. But you're not going to find this. You're not going to find one of these at Walmart. You're not going to. This is it. Tonight's the night.
You'll be $3,700. $3,700. 36. She at least gave a $100 speech. Give me $3,600. 35. $3,600. And $3,600 here and $600. Now $7. Hey, $37. I've been $7. $7. Give me $700. $37. Hey, $37. I wasn't trying to discourage you folks. I was simply trying to encourage him. Now give me $3,700. $3,700. $3,700. $3,700. 36. 37. Here we go. 36. But except that it now day. Hey, $3,800 there now but a day. You've said that about 3 or 4 times. Are you sure? 3,800. At 37. 3,800. Here we go. 37 to give 8 and 9. But $100 to give 38. $3,800 on it. I think that's his final answer. And I Sold it then, 3,700. Will Harsh's way at 3,700. 231, 231.
Where is that going? It's staying right here at Audley. Thank you, Eric.
Appreciate you, folks.
Thank you, Mary
Absolutely.
Kay. We've felt the spirit of Nellie Custis here this whole week, and we know that Nellie wanted that to stay here at this house, Eric. So now I'd like to introduce one of the really great supporters of Angus Foundation for many, many years. Dick and Diane Beck and their daughter Jenny and Jamie have been involved in Angus, for as long as I've been involved in Angus, I think. And we have a really special lot for you this evening. 3 years ago, when we had Ranchers Rendezvous at Spruce Mountain Ranch, at the end of the evening, Diane Beck came over to Wynn and me, and she said, the next auction, I would like to give a Scottish Terrier puppy. And so we knew that was going to be happening. And what we didn't know was that last week, Spice, one of Diane's wonderful, amazing Scottish Terrier puppies, we didn't know that she was going to win at the Westminster Dog Show. That's what we didn't know last Tuesday. So she was the youngest Scottish Terrier shown, and Dick's going to tell you all about it. And then we're going to sell your choice of a puppy from one of Diane's upcoming litters. You get a choice of a male or a female, and Diane will work with you, and she will get the dog to the 14 weeks, and she'll bring it to you.
Thank you very much, Julie. First off, I'd begin by apologies from my wife. She's a little under the weather and would have wanted to be here very badly tonight, but unable to. Extend my appreciation to the owners and the managers here at Audley Farm. What a wonderful historic place. What a wonderful opportunity you've hosted for us. Scottish Terriers and Angus are a big deal in our family. My wife and I are both former employees of American Angus. Our daughter Jenny is a former chairman of the National Junior Board. Our grandchildren are fourth-generation Angus breeders. So we believe in this business, and as Julie said, we've helped her at numerous times over the years in these fundraising ventures. Diane loves her Scottish Terriers. She's had them for close to 40 years now. In the last 5 years, she started breeding and showing high quality Scottish Terrier dogs. In 2008 actually, she and her good friend Connie Seidenstricker went to the Westminster Kennel Club show when it was still in Madison Square Garden. They were enamored by a young female there by the name of Sadie. Sadie would return the following year in 2009 and be the best of breed Scottie. She'd come back in 2010 and become the 9th Scottish Terrier in the 147-year history of Westminster to be the best in show. Diane studied the pedigree. The dog was sired by an Amstam Kennels sire based in Michigan out of a Mary Scott female. Diane got to know both of the ladies who own those two kennels and created that great dog. They've been mentors to her. She's also developed a great relationship with a lady who bred the Spice female. She's 82 years old, lives at Carthage, Missouri, been breeding Scottish Terriers for 52 years. And if you don't think that 82-year-old lady had fun in New York City, you're missing the guess. She had quite a large time. Future mating. Our lead bitch at this point would be the AKC champion, Old Aberdeen Iron Lady Maggie, named Iron Lady in honor of Margaret Thatcher because she's double bred to a famous dog called Prime Minister. Pretty interesting sort of thing. The beautiful Bella puppy that some of you have seen that Christy Collins has got is out of that bitch. We have a young female we've kept for our kennel, and a young stud puppy that we think has got a huge amount of potential. Our bitch will be ready to breed most likely in October, so we're probably talking about a puppy out of her being available in March or April. Unless one of us dies, the dog or Diane or I, 50 weeks from now, she will be back, Diamond Spice will be back in New York City trying again at the Westminster Kennel Club. Our family's not real good at quitting. So here's an opportunity to share in it. We look forward to it. I can assure you my wife has a close relationship with the man you see handling Diamond Spice, one of the really accomplished handlers in the entire dog industry and a specialist in the terrier industry. If you want a show quality puppy, Diane will have the puppy, and he's the man who can get that puppy across. Cody?
You bet. Thank you, Dick. Folks, if you join with me, Dick, and obviously Diane as well, let's put our hands together for this donation. Not just any Scottish Terrier. You've got the opportunity to pick from the cream of the crop right here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 4, and come back here and tell me there. How many dollars here? Maybe to give $10,000, $15,000 here, DeBonnie. At 10, 15,000. We're off and running. 15, 2,000. Here we go. 2, 25. Hey, 25. Better give $3,000 there, DeBonnie. Now, but 3 and 3 and 3. Hey, $3,000. Don't better give 3. Don't now, but 3. Better give 3. Better give $3,000 here, DeBonnie. Now, but 3,000. And now 3 there. Better give $3,000. Don't 3. Better give $3,000. There, tomorrow now, but about 3 here, and now 3 there. Go ahead and there, and they better get $3,000 here now, but about 4 and 4 and 4. Hit 3 here, and they better get 4 and 4 and 4 now, but about 4. They better get $4,000 there tomorrow now, but about 3 here, and they better get $3,500. Hit 3 and 35, $3,500 there tomorrow now, but about 555, $3,035. Hit 3 here, and they better get $500 there tomorrow now, but about 35. Dick, I'd hate to go try and price one privately from Diane.
Well, I think the puppy's got quite a bit of value. You're going to hear more about the old Aberdeen kennel. My wife doesn't do things halfway, and those of you who know her understand what I'm saying. She's going to keep trying. She's going to have a big impact in the Scottish Terrier breed. Here's a chance to work with her, a puppy. If you'd like to try something new, I think this is a lot of fun. We love, there are 6 Scottish Terriers who share our house with us. They're a pretty important part of our life at this stage of life, and I think we can give you something that you'll like. They're lovable dogs, developed in Scotland, the same roots. The difference between them and Angus, in 1873, George Grant brought those 4 Angus bulls from Scotland. 10 years later, the first American Angus Association was formed, and a guy by the name of John Naylor brought the first Scottish Terriers to America. A few years after that, the first Scottish Terrier was a best in show at Westminster. This is a breed with the same kind of history as the Angus breed.
Asking $3,500 in opportunities in Auckland, folks. Help yourself. $3,035. Hit 335. How about 35 here? They better get $3,500. 35. 4,000. What do you think of 7.5 here? Now 4. They better get $4,000 here to 4. Now about 4. They better get $4,000 there tomorrow. Now about 4 and 4 and 4. Hit 4 and 4 and 4. They better get $4,000 here tomorrow. Now about $4 here tomorrow. Now about 4,000. You're not only getting the opportunity to buy something at, unfortunately, a discounted value right here, but not to mention where the money's going to boot. Going to be 4,000, Julie. Thank you. They did. Now 2.5. They turned you on yet?
Well, that's a question. There we go. Thank you. Cody, did you say that on a live mic?
I did.
I thought you did.
I did.
I've talked to a lot of people about this Scottish Terrier opportunity, and it reminds me, I was visiting with Hubertus and Eric, and I was telling him that the theme of the night was going to be, if you know me and you know my family, my dad Dave that Lamar talked about, my dad always taught us, don't ever let your budget stand in the way of an opportunity. And that's so important to me that, we did a little remodeling at Bell Point this year on the sale facility and kind of remodeled it up, and I painted it on the wall. Don't ever let your budget stand in the way of the opportunity. Well, imagine your budget right now is that other damn dog that's sitting at home that you really don't even like that much. This is an opportunity. Take that dog to the stockyards next week. You can't teach that old dog any new tricks. They've said it for years. It doesn't happen. This is a new dog. It's not just a new dog. This dog comes from Westminster Dog Show lineage. What the heck are we thinking about? Where's the bartender, for God's sake? Do you know what it took for me to get Diane Beck to do this? Come on. I mean, this is a great opportunity. Don't let your budget stand in the way. You got a grandchild, you got a son or daughter, heck, you got a neighbor. Somebody, this is a fantastic opportunity to buy an absolute beautiful show dog, and it would be a wonderful, wonderful experience. So I don't want anybody there. I could just feel it. I could just feel it sitting there, people going, God, what would I do with Rover? Well, put Rover out to pasture and let's buy this dog.
You have to appreciate her honesty, folks, but she's telling you the truth exactly the way it is. I bid $4,000 on the internet. Will, did you get me 2.5? Thank you. Now 5. Internet, yeah, got to be 4,500. Hey, $4,500 there. They better get $500 down to 5. CCI, you're out. Got to be 4,500. Hey, 45. Now, but up 5. You better get $500 there tomorrow. Now, but up 5. Better get 5. How about $4,500 there tomorrow? They better get 4,500. Bid 42.5. You'll be 4,500. You say yes? Thank you. Now 750. Hey, 7.5 on it. Hey, 45, 7, 5,000. Internet, your turn again. Better get 5,000. And now 5, better get 5,000. Now down to 5, 5,000. Now down to 7, better get 5,000 on it. And now 5, better get 5. Don, you went back in at 5,000. Think I would at 5,000. $5,000 on it. Hit 47, better get 5,000. Hit 5,000 now dirty motor down, but 7, 5,000 now dated. Now 5, 55. Hey, 55, 5, 55, 5, 55, 5. Here, better get $500.
This dog's half price right now.
Just go ahead and do it.
Price.
You can ask for their apologies later, Chuck. Give me
This is half
5,500.
price. Chuck.
And now 5. He gave me 2.5 here on site. Don Brown again. You got to be 5,500.
5,500.
50, 2.5. Now 5. Hey, 55, 5. 55, 5,000. $500. They better get 55. $500. They better get 5,500. 50, 2.5 bid here. Internet, you want back in at 5,500. $5,500 on it. Hey, 50, 2.5. Better get 5 here. Now, but 5. Better get $500. Dirty motor now, but 5. Here we go. Are y'all in? Y'all through it? I bid 50. They did. Oh my goodness, whose idea was that, Whitney? Now 5.
Oh, 55, there we go. Thank you, Carol.
55. He gave me 3. And now 5. 55. Hit 5. Better get $500 there to now, but 5. Better get $500 there. Better get $500 there to now, but 5. And nobody's going to do anyhow. 55. Might as well ask for it. 5,500. 5,500. 5,500. Hit 5. Better get $500 there to now, but 5. On it. Better get $500 there to now, but 5.
Chuck. Hand the phone to Jacqueline because she's the person that talked that lady into selling that quilt to us.
More. I've got 3 bid, Chuck.
We got a serious bidder up here on the internet.
54,
one more time, Chuck.
54, 5,400, 53, 54, 53. Hey, better get $400 there. Better get $400 to 4 now, but 4 here. Better get $400 here to 4 now, but 53, 5,400, and I better get $5,400 there. Do you want it? I sold it on the internet at $5,300, going to a great home in Indiana to the Blooms. Thank you, Don.
Don and Carol Bloom.
$271.
Fantastic.
Another family with a lot of Angus history. Now going to make some Scottish Terrier.
Scottish Terrier history. Thank you, Don and Carol. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
How about me? Can I talk? So the next.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Am I in? Nope.
Let me see.
Thank you all. That was good. Chuck Grove, we appreciate your caller being the contending bidder. Please. Gordon and Ann Schubert. Thank you, Gordon and Ann from Kentucky. We appreciate you all very much. If you're watching on the internet, certainly maybe tell Ann that Diane will probably sell her the second best one. So our next lot is our ultimate herd visit at the Biltmore. As you know, the Biltmore has a fine herd of Angus cattle. They'll be having their first sale in September. And we went to the Biltmore and asked, we said, what we'd like is a really wonderful, amazing culinary experience. And the Biltmore has opened its doors and its coffers. Matter of fact, with your group of 8, when you go to the Biltmore for this dinner, you have 4 rooms for 2 nights. And the day of your dinner, you will spend choosing your dinner. You'll spend it in the butcher shop with the butchers, cutting your steaks and picking what you want. You'll spend it with the farmers, picking the items that you'll have for side dishes, and you'll build your dinner. And then at your table for 8, they're going to build your dinner, and you're going to taste all the wines you want to taste to go with each course of your dinner. That's a full culinary experience offered by the Biltmore. We know it's a wonderful experience. It could be great for a family outing, maybe to celebrate an anniversary or a birthday. It'd be a wonderful place for a small group of four couples to go on the gift. But it is the ultimate herd visit at Biltmore. You'll see the farm. You'll get a guided tour of the Biltmore, all the castle and all of the artifacts there. So, Cody, we have ultimate herd visit, lot 5.
Absolutely. What a great opportunity here on lot number 5 here on your Biltmore culinary and wine tasting experience. Good for 8 people right here. 8 people right here. You tell me, come back to the auction sale. Lot number 5 right here, but I gotta leave it here. How about it, dollars? You better get 7,500, 10,000. It's 7,500 here to give it get $10,000 here. $1,000. Thank you, sir. 1,500. Hey, 15,200. You better get $2,000. Now about 25. About 20. Better get leave down here to 2500. And now 3 there. 335. About 5. Better get 40. Better get 4 there. You better get 4,500. 5,000. And now 55 here. And you better get 55. $6,000. Now 5. 65. About 5. Hey, 65. 5. Better get 5. Better get 5. Now 7,000. He didn't make it. And now 5 there. Now 8. You better get $8,000 there. Now about 8. Now 5. And now 9. And now 9 there. Now about 995. Down 10,000. And now 10. Now 5. Now better get 11,000 on it. And now 11 get 11,000. Now 5. About 5. What'd you say? 11,500. And now 12. I better get $12,000 dirty morning. Now about 12. About 12. I better get 12,000. And now 12 here. 12 there. Now 5. It's 12 here. And you better get $500 down to 5. About $500 dirty morning. Now about 12,000. You'll be $12,500 on it. 12,500 on it. At $12,000 day, better get 12,500. At 12 here, better get 12,500 on it. At 12 here, and you better get 5. About 5. Thank you there. Now 13,000. Now 5. You better get 5 here, and you better get 5 on it. Now about 5. Better get $500 there. Now about 5 on it here. At 13,500. You better get 5 TC. They bid me 13 down. Thank you. Now 5. And now 4. No, you're out. You got to be 14,000. I got 5 ahead of you with Shane. You got to be 14,000. 13,500. 14,000. 13,500. 14,000. Hey, 13,500. About 14,000 there. Now about 14,000. At 13,500. And you better get 14,000 there. Now about 14 here. Now 5. 14,500. Hey, 14,000. $500. They better get 5. $500. They better get 5. $5. 5. You'll be 2.5. 14,250. 14's bid. 14,2.5 on it. At 14 here. They better get 14,250. At 14 here. Now 5. 14. Hey, I'll tell you how to buy it. Give me 15,000. 15,000. She's still smiling. I think she said go right ahead, Tim. 15,000. 15,000. 15,000. 15,000. That's a cheap show heifer. 15,000. Hey, 15,000 out of there tomorrow now, but 15,000. Hey, 15,000 out of there now, but 15. He gave me 2.5. I'll take 14,500 if you folks want to do it.
Don't ever let your budget stand in the way of an opportunity. I don't know what those people over there and what they budgeted for this, but they obviously didn't value it high enough. Because it just keeps going up. Cody, you're doing a damn good job.
Back on the A-team.
Come on, this is an experience.
14,500.
You're not going to go to the Biltmore and walk in the front door and say, oh, yeah, by the way, I'd like the chef to work with me all day on my meal. And I'd like the wine folks to bring me some of everything you make. And then I want you to let me pick out my steak in the butcher shop, and then let me go pick out my vegetables in the vegetables. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to say, no, you go stand over there. Somebody will be with you in a minute. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for an ultimate culinary experience at the Biltmore.
Now give me 14,500. 14,500. $14,500. Now 15,000. 15,000. 14,500. 15,000. Hey, 15,000. Now there tomorrow now, but 15,000. At 14,500. They better get 15,000. Now there. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Give me 750. 14,750. 14,500. 14,750. At 14,500. How about 7,500? Now there tomorrow now, but 7,500. On there tomorrow now, but 14,750. At 14,500. They better get 7,500. Here we go. Y'all in. Y'all done. 14,500. Gotta be 750. 14. Now 15,000. And now 15,000. You're out. Got to be 15,000. Hey, 15,000. Yes, sir. And now 5. 15,500. Hey, 15,000. $500. Better get 5. Better get $500. Better get $500. Better get 15,500. 15,500. At 15,000. Better get 5 on it. You want to be 2.5 real quick? I think that's a yes.
Show them let them go. Tim, let Tim read that book right quick. He's a speed reader. Read that book there right quick, Tim, and you'll want to stay in there. You're in. All right, stay in.
You can give more, though, if you want. You'll be 15, 2.5. 15, 250. 15,000. 15,250.
Amazing food, amazing wine, amazing place.
15,5. 15,5. 15,5. 15, 2.5. Better get 500 here. Now, but 5. Better get 500. Now, but 500. Better get 15,5. 15,250. You want to try it again? 15,500 here. Better get 500 here. Are you sure? 15,5. 15,500 and die. Sold it. 15,250. 15,250. Right to your gracious host here this evening. Give him a great round of applause.
Thank you, Versus. And thank you to Tim and Gretchen Clark and those folks. Yeah. All your people over there. Everybody that was going to get invited on the trip win. I'm real sorry, but you're not invited. Okay. Yeah. So our next ultimate herd visit, the Clarks would like to do this too. So luckily they put their money over in their other pocket, so they still have. Terry, we know how much money they have. Are you aware of that? Okay, just wanted to be sure that you were not getting rusty. So the ultimate herd visit, Fort Worth. You've been to Fort Worth for the Angus convention a couple of times. It's an amazing experience. We have put together, equal to the Biltmore, the newest, hottest thing in the West is the Drover in Fort Worth. And we've put together 3 nights at the Drover for 4 people. It could be a girls' getaway. It could be a couples weekend. And not only are you going to have all the experiences at the Drover, but our own Kirby Schnorr, who is a former National Junior Angus chairman of our board of directors, she's just the hottest thing going in Cowtown right now. You see her on the Cowboy Channel, the Cowgirl Channel. She's a spokesperson on TV. She had her own TV show called Ranch Her, and she's going to be your hostess for the weekend. She's going to take you on the style tour. If you'd like to do Western style, you're going to do that. If you'd like to go out and see Wilkes Ranch, who's the underwriter for this item, we're going to take you out to see Wilkes. We're going to take you out to see the TR9, which is the Teton Ridge Ranch, which is a fantastic, amazing, top-of-the-line horse facility. You'll have a wonderful 3 days and 4 nights in Fort Worth, or 4 days and 3 nights in Fort Worth. I myself, my office was in the Fort Worth Stockyards for 17 years. You won't have more fun than you have in Fort Worth.
Absolutely. Here's your experience in Fort Worth for 4 now. Western Spirit style right here. Kirby Schnorr is going to show you around, show you the ropes. Here's lot number 6. Come back here. 10,000. 12,000 out to go. 10, 12,000 out here. Now about 1,000. 1,500 to go. And down 2 there. 20 on 3. 30 on 4. They get 4. 45 on 5. 5. 55 there. 6,000. And now 5 there. Now 7. They get 7,000 out here. 7,000. 6 is bid. And now 7,000. 6 here. And they get 7,000 out here. 7,000. 6 out out here. Better get 7 on it now, but 7 better get 7,000. Hey, 6 out out here, better get 7. Take 5. You want to do that? 60,500. Hey, 6 out out here, better get 500 out here, bought it now, but 5 better get 500 out here, 60,500. Yes. TC's in the lead at 6,000.
Did I mention that there's going to be eating and drinking? Well, you're going to be the guest of Tim Love, who you see on television all the time, one of the real famous, really, really fun chefs. He actually catered mine and Steve's wedding reception. And I know what Tim Love can do. It's amazing, but you're going to be a guest at any of his 5 different restaurants in Fort Worth. You're going to be able to walk up and down Exchange Avenue and sample the cold golden refreshments. And you're going to hear music at Billy Bob's or at Tannehill's. You're going to do all of those things. All that big list of stuff, you don't have to do it all. You can just put your feet up and sit out on the patio at the Drover if you want. But if you want to do all of it, Kirby Schnorr is going to pick you up. She's going to take you around. You don't even have to rent a car.
That's right.
Julie, tell them if they watch it on the Cowboy Channel or on RFD TV, that's where it's at.
That is where it's at. That's exactly where it's at. Fort Worth, this is Cowtown, and it's the best there is.
Now give me 6,500. I bid 6,000. Now 5. Hey, 65. I better get 6,000. $500 here. Now but I bet 5. Better get $500 here. Now but I bet 5. Better get 500. 6,500. 65. And now 7,000. And now 7.5. And now 7. I better get $7,000 to 7,000. And now 2.5. Iron. I better get 2.5. $100 here. Now but I bet 2.5. Now 5. Hey, 75. 75. 75. I better get $500 here. Now but I bet 5. Better get 7,000. $500 on it. It's 75 here. You got 7,000 here. You got to be 75 at the back. 7,500. You'll be 250. 72.5 on it. It's $7,000 here. You better get 2.5 on it. Here, about down, about 2.5 here. You better get 72.50. All in, y'all through now. Bid 7,000. You got to be 7,250 on it. Here we go. $7,000. You better get 2.5 and now about $7,250 on it. I sold it for $7,000. TC 7,000. Is that the Clarks? And the Colemans. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause.
And Tim and Kara Coleman from California. Thank you so much.
Thank
you, Tim and Kara. If you're watching on CCI, we appreciate it very much. And also thank you to Wilkes Ranch, who is the host and underwriter of this event. You're going to love going out to Wilkes for an afternoon. Next up is Lot 7, Cody, and it's a day in the life of a real Montana rancher. So all of y'all probably tune in on Sunday nights to see a fictional ranch in Montana. But guess what? This is the real deal. We reached out to our Angus Regional Manager, Kurt Kangas, and hold up Kurt's Sunrise. Kurt's Sunrise. We reached out to Kurt and we said, we'd like to have a beautiful Angus, Montana picture from you. Then we asked Erica Coleman from Coleman Angus, and Erica sent us the morning. That was her favorite shot of the morning. Erica, by the way, is 19 years old. I don't know how old Kurt Kangas is. What is he, about 20? Yeah. Yeah, he does. So, but Erica is 19. She's one of our Angus juniors. She's an amazing photographer, works there on the family ranch Coleman Angus. We thank them very much for their donation to the Angus Foundation in Oklahoma City. They donated the foundation Angus heifer that was bought by Ingram's. Thank you to the Coleman family and to Erica for sending us this fantastic photo. Afternoon was sent to us by Shauna Brown at Montana Ranch. You have afternoon, and look at the cool breeze of that afternoon. Can you imagine looking at that in your office one day when it's hot and sticky? That's the cool afternoon in Montana, just going to the watering hole. That's by Shauna Brown. She also calls herself an amateur, but I don't think any of these look very amateur to me. But Shauna picked a gorgeous photo for us to sell tonight. And finally, at the end of the day, is Bree Swanson. And Bree is from Shipwheel Cattle Company at Chinook. Bree is 18 years old, and she's the only one of our photographers who actually calls herself a professional. At 18 years old, she has started a photography company, and you can see why. So these sell, Cody, as lots 7A, 7B, 7C, and 7D, or...
any combination or sweep the rings. Exactly right. This is a neat opportunity, in my estimation. Angus Fine Art Photography right here. We're going to let you pick and choose 7A, B, C, or D, or you can take any combination or all four of them now. All right, come back on in. Choice here on the 7 lots now. You bet. Right there. Better get 2,000, 20, 500 to go here. Now, but there. You better get 250, 3, 4, $500 is all. Hit 5, 600. You better get 7, 800. Hit $800. Don't better get paid there. Now, but you better get paid. You better get $800 there. Now, but at 8, 9, here, better get $9,000. Here, better get $1,000 here. Now, but bond, better get bond. Now, but bond, better get $1,000. Don't here, bond, now, but $1,000. $8,000 here, and you better get bond. Now, but bond, better get $1,000. Don't here, bond, now, but bond. Now, 1,100. And now, 11, better get $1,100 here. Bond, now, but 1,100. 1,100 may take the one you want. You'll be 1,100. Thousands bit. You'll be $1,100 on it. $8,000 here, better get 1,100. 1,100 now, but better get $1,100 here. Bond, now, but $1,000 here, better get $1,100. Don't here, bond, better get 1,100. Are y'all through? You want to say something, Julie?
You know, I see these as an amazing decor for an office, for a living room. Mark, for your carriage house or your band cave. You can sit back, put your feet up, and dream about a day being somewhere else. And these are amazing. I hope the person that buys them keeps them together, because we assembled this to be a whole day in Montana to fill your imagination and inspire you to big sky.
You bet. I bet $1,000. It'll be $1,100. $1,100 on it. $1,100. You want to try it again, sir? $1,100 here. $1,100 dirty money. $1,000 here. Down $1,100. Y'all done. Here we go. Now $1,000. $1,100 dirty money. $1,100 dirty money. Sold for $1,000. TC $1,000. That's the way to buy them. That way you know you got the right one.
She wants Shauna Brown, 7C. 7C is out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Wynn, do you have a number? 229. Thank you, Whitney.
Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate it. 229 is the lucky number.
229.
All right.
So 7A, 7B, 7D.
7A, 7B, or 7D. Choice on those three there. Divot again. Yes, sir. $1,000 here. Divot get 3, 4, $500 there. Divot get 5, 600. How about 7A? Divot get $800 here. Don't $8. How about 10? Divot get 800 there. Now 9. And now 9 here. Now about $900 there. About $900. 800 here. Now 9. And now 1,000. Divot get $1,000 there. About now 1,100. 1,100 here. California proud. You'll be 1,100. 11 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 $1,100 1100. If it 1100 here to 1100, now 1100, y'all in, y'all through. $1,000 down 1100. You want to try it again? 1100. Here we go. $1,000 ready. 1109. Now $1100 there to get $1,100 there. Do you want them? Sold. $1,000 TC. 1,000. 814.
He wants all three.
Hey, that's the way to buy it. Give him a round of applause. You betcha. 3 times the money. Thank you much.
Enix Farms in Hennessy, Oklahoma, and Centennial, Colorado. Earl Enix and Candy right over here. Thank you, folks.
Appreciate you, folks. Going to lot 8.
Lot 8 is just an amazing item. It's we paid homage to our dear Nellie Custis, and this is an homage of our dear friend Sue Rucker. Sue wore this Angus brooch for many years, and we all admired it. And we talked to Penny and Connie and asked them if we could take Sue's brooch and make it into something that another Angus woman would wear. And once again, we sent it to our friend Carrie Votaw-Cleaver, the great jeweler in Nebraska. And Carrie and her staff, they updated it into a scarf slide and a pendant. And also what comes with the scarf is our friends at Fringe Scarves have sent a wardrobe of 6 fringe scarves to go with your scarf slide. So, Cody, we've got lot 8, Sue Rucker's vintage brooch scarf slide.
You bet. It's lot number 8 right here. Come back on this now. You tell me. I better get a little here. Now, I better get $5,000 here. Hey, $4,000 there. You bought it now, but $5,000. $1,000 here. You better get $1,000. $1,250. $1,000 here. You better get $1,200. $1,500 there. You bought it now, but $1,500. Hey, $1,500 there. You better get $15. Now, but $1,200. Better get $1,500 there. You bought it now, but $1,500. Hey, $1,500 there. You better get $1,500 there. You bought it now, but $1,500. Hey, $1,500 here. Now $1,750. Hey, 15 here. You better get 17. $1,750. 1,500 wouldn't be very much for what we're asking for. 15, 17,
no,
50.
It wouldn't. Once again, if you want to go try to, get online, you ask people, where'd you get that? Oh, I got it online. You aren't going to find this online, okay?
And now
Thank
2.
you.
And now 2. And now 2. 18. Down 2. They better get 2. There now, but 2. You better get $2,000 there to bother down, but 2. You better get 2. You better get $2,000 there to bother down, but 2,000. And down 2 here. Down 22 and a half. It 2 here. 2,250. There to go now, but 2 and a half. But $100 there to bother down, but 2 and a half. Better get 2 and a half. But 22.50. Hey, $2,000 here. You better get 2 and a half. $100 here to bother down, but 2 and a half. But $100. Better get 2,100. 2,100. At 2,000. $2,100 on it. It 2 here. 20 bond. I better get 100 here. 20 bond. Now, but bond. I better get bond. Now, but bond. Now, but bond. Hello, I sure think so. Out 2, and now 3, and now 23, and now 2,300, and now 23. There now, but 3. Did you say 3? Now 5. I better get $500 here and 5, and now 6, and now 7. I better get 7. I better get 7. I better get $700 here to 7. 2,700. At $2,700 here to bottom now, but 7. I better get $700 here to bottom now, but 7. I better get 7. There's about 3 of you. Thank you in the lead. I took 5 from Shane Ryan.
Chuck, are you still in?
Thank you there.
Does your buyer know how to do FaceTime?
Now 3,000.
Oh, no.
3,000. Are you sure? 3,000. 3,000. At 27.3. At 27. Marty, bidding at 3,000. Not a dare. Now, but 3. Bidding at 3. Bidding at 3,000. Not a dare. About a 3. 8. And now 3. And now 3,000. He's not even going to ask her. And now 3,000. Not a dare. Now, but 3. Bidding at 3. Bidding at 3,000. Not a dare. About a now, but 3. Bidding at 3,000. Not a dare. Bidding at 3,000. 3,000 dollars. And now 3. Bidding at 3,000. 3,000. Have a seat and ask her. Bidding at 3,000. Not a dare. About a now, but 3. Bidding at 3. Bidding at 3,000. Not a dare. 3. 3,000. 3,000 dollars there. How about 9? You'll do that. 28's bid. You'll be 2,900. 28, 29, 29, 2,900. 28, 29.
So,
if it get 9 there, now about 9. Go right ahead.
In the spirit of equality, men wear scarf slides too.
That is true.
It's not just a woman thing, if you can believe that. Men do wear
That's
scarf
right, isn't
slides.
it, Will?
So men in the West do. So this could be a equal opportunity scarf slide, and it can
Probably
also
need
be
one
worn
for
as
your
a
territory.
pin or a brooch. It can also be worn as a pendant. There's just one. There's not going to be another one. So let's get on with it, Cody.
TC, how you get along with your work? Do you gather up 9 or 3,000? 3,000? 3,000? 3,000? Thank you. Now 2. 32. 32. 32. I see how that works. 3. 32. At 32. At 32. At 32. Do. David, get $200. David, get $200. You'll be 131. Tom, appreciate the help now. Hey, 3,000. David, get $100. 31. He did. Now 2. Hey, 32. 30. 200. Hey, 32. Do. David, get $200. David, 30. David, get $200. 32. 3,200. 3,200. There you go. Now 3,200. You've got the opportunity to keep that from happening. Give me 3,200. 3,200. 3,200. 31, 32. 31, 32. Hey, 30, bomb, bomb, 2. You better get $200. Dirty bottle, down, but 2. You better get $200. Better get 2.
Win.
Are y'all through?
Wait a minute. I got a $100 bill in my purse. I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Now 5.
I'll give it to you. You would just
35.
ship it back and forth.
35. 3,500. 35. 35. 35. 35. 3, he said. Now 4. And now 5. And now 5. And now 35 upon 5. Hey, 35, 35, 35, 35, $3,500. Dirty bottle down, but 5, 5, and give it $500. You'll be 4 down here, TC. Shane's, you got a question? I've got him at 3,300. Got to be 3,400. 33, 34. 33's all right. 33, 34. Thank you there. Now 4. 33, 34. Here we go. 33. Better get $3,400. Dirty bottle down, but better get 34. Said no. Wanted and died. Sold it then. $3,300. Thank you, Tom McGinnis. 3,300.
Thank you, Tom McGinnis. Thank you, Wynn Dalton. Thank you, Terry Cotton, for giving Wynn such good attention over there. She does. Next up is Lot 9.
Are you sure?
Lot 9 is one of a kind, custom-made dinnerware. It's Michigan-made, so it's sponsored by Cotton and Associates. Larry and Denise Richardson, they actually live in my town. They're fine potters, fine artisans, make beautiful things. For the first time ever, they experimented with branding a piece of pottery. And Matthew, do you have the platter that we gave as a gift there? Would you give that to the girls to show? So if one of the girls would take the platter, the Audley's gift was actually made by Pottery at the Vinery by Larry and Denise, and you'll see it bears that Audley brand. So what the girls are carrying around, they've got those plates are the 4 glazes that you can have your pottery made. Each piece, 5-piece place setting, will be branded with your brand or your mark. Once again, one of a kind. You can choose from those 4 glazes. It's absolutely beautiful. I actually own quite a few pieces of this pottery. I always get compliments on it. It's dishwasher safe, it's microwave safe, and oven safe, actually. Lovely.
Absolutely.
And we thank Cotton and Associates for underwriting this amazing auction item.
You bet. Thank them right here. Here's a really neat package right here. Beautiful pieces right here. Lot number 9 right here. Your custom-made dinnerware. And come back here. And have it $1 on it. David get 9. $10,000 to go there. $8,000 is all. 1,000. 1,500. Hey, 15, 2, 25 on 3, 30 on 4, 45. And David get 45 and bet. Hey, $4,500. Dirty bottle down, but 45. Get 5, 45. 4. 44, all right. And now 45, iron, now about 4,000, 4,500. At 4 here, 45, about 45, better get $500, dirty bought it now, about 45, better get about $4,500, better get 4,500, but 4,000, gonna be 4,500, and now 7.5 iron, and now 5,000, and now 5 iron, better get 5, about 5, better get $5,000, dirty bought it now, about 5 on it, better get 5,000, and now 5 iron, 2.5 on it, and $5,000, dirty, better get 2.5, about $1,000, dirty bought it now, about 2.5, better get 50, 250, but 5,000, 50, 250, 50, 250, a really neat piece, folks. Help yourself at 50, 250.
This is service for 8, 5-piece place setting. Now, I will tell you, if you'd like to have more, you say, well, you know, I've got 16 in my family. I've got 20 in my family. Larry and Denise will accommodate that. And for an additional charge, they will make the number of place settings that you'd like to have. This is a family heirloom bearing your ranch brand, your initial monogram, whatever you'd like. It'd be an amazing wedding gift, amazing anniversary gift, or an amazing thing for a farm to have to serve guests.
And asking 50, 250, but 5,000, 2.5 on it. At 5 here, 50, 250, on it, there to go, now, but 2.5, now 5, 55, but 5 here, 7.5 on it. It's 750, there, you better get 7.5, but half, on it, on it, there, about 7.5 on it, there. It's 750, on it, there, now, but 7.5 here, you better get 7.5, but half, on it, on it, there, about now, but 7.5. 56, is that what he said? Now 7. 5,700, opens the door for you, bid 6, 7. 57, 5700, 57, there, do you think? You better get 7, now, but now they better give $100 dirty bought it now, but they better give $100. Hey, $5,800 dirty now 9, now but 9, now 6,000, and now 6,000 dirty bought it now, but 600 here to come, they better give 6,000, and now 6 there, and they better give 600 here to bought it deep, now but 6,000 dirty bought it, and now 600 there, they better get 6, now 1, and now 1 here, they better give $100 dirty bought it now, but 1, they better give $100 here, y'all in, y'all through now, I bet 6,000, gonna be $6,100 on it, it's $6,000. Better get $1 and 9. How about $100? Better get $1. How about better get $6,100 on it? I sold it. Shane Ryan's way at $6,000. Thank you much, Tom. Again at $6,000. Buyer number 812. Appreciate it.
Tom, there's nothing wrong with being the volume buyer at an Angus Foundation event. There's absolutely this is generosity, isn't it? Thank you, and you're going to love your pottery. Our next item is Lot 10, donated to us by Moore and Giles here in Lynchburg, Virginia. It's a beautiful leather bag, the Benedict Weekender. And we asked Moore and Giles for an idea of how to customize it, and what they came up with was a leather luggage tag that's been embossed on one side 1873 and on the other side 2023 to signify the 150 years of the Angus breed. And Moore and Giles came up with a beautiful bag and a beautiful symbol for us. This bag will take you everywhere. All you road agents that are on the road every week going to Angus sales, you'd sure look a heck of a lot better in style checking in the hotel carrying that bag. So I encourage you to get involved here, and let's sell the Moore and Giles bag.
You bet. Lot number 10 right here on your bag right here. Do you betcha? Right here, luggage tag included now. Do you betcha? All right, but I got to leave here now, but $8 on it. They better get here now, but $8. They better get $500, $600, $700 is all. It's $700. There to go. They better get $700 here to $700. Now, but $9,000. It's $1,000 here down 11, down 12. I better get $1,200 dirty money. And now 12, 13, 14. Here better get $1,500. Here better get $1,500. Hey, $1,500 there now, but $1,500. Hey, $1,500 here now, but $1,500 dirty money now, but $15, $1,600. Hey, 16, 17, 17, $1,800. Well, $1,800. $1,800 dirty money. 18, 19 again there. Down 2. They better get $2,000 there too. Now bond, 20, bond, 22. They better get $200 there now, but they better get 22 on it. At 22, 2,200. At 22 here down 3. See it 3. Better get 3 there. Down 5, 25, but a bump 5, 20, but a bump 5. And now 6 there again. They better get 7 on it. And now 7 a bit, 7 a bond, 7. They better get $700. 7, 2,700. At $2,700 there. They better get $700 there. About it now, but 7 here. Y'all in, y'all through now. And out 8. 2,800, 27, 28, 27, 28, 27, 28, right here at a bid 7, 8.
It's not something we talk about very often, but you think about one of the most important byproducts of our cattle is fine leather. We wear it on our shoes, we carry it in our handbags, and look at this fine piece of leather. I don't know if it could look any more Angus than that. and you'll have it smells
bet it
good, Avery says, and you'll have a wonderful story to tell because this bag celebrates George Grant's trip to America. So this is a great are y'all visiting with me or okay. Okay. I thought y'all you're gonna travel together. Okay. Okay, Terry's going to take the bag. But anyway, this is a really neat opportunity to have something, again, a wonderful graduation gift. If you've got a graduate this year, imagine that. Grandchild, son, daughter, wedding gift, great gift. So don't let your budget stand in the way of an opportunity. This is a great opportunity.
The bid 7, asking 2,800's all. You'll do it. 8, here, down 3, 3,000. And down 3, turn to get $3,000, down about 3, $3,000. And down 3, you bid on it the whole way along. Give me 9, 2,900, 2,900, 29, down 3, 3,000. Even money now. Hey, $3,000, dirty bought it down about 3, $3,000, dirty bought it down about 3, 3. At 29, here, down 3, turn to get 3, here, bought it down about 3. Are you sure? Y'all in, y'all through? 2,900, $3,000, and I better get $3,000 dirty bonnet. I sold it for 2,900. Thank you, Paul Bennett. 2,900. Give him a round of applause. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Noel Crest. Thank you, Paul, and your family. Next up is one of the real lots that a lot of people have been interested in. We've had a lot of calls about this lot. It is a proof. It is an ad agency proof from the Revere Agency in Chicago from the 1956. The first ad campaign that was published by American Angus Association. The first time any association had advertising out in the livestock marketplace. It's validated by in Keith Evans' book, which you'll receive a leather-bound edition of Keith Evans' book, Historic Angus Journey. Let's sell the blacks.
You betcha. Absolutely. A neat piece right here. You avid collectors right here. Have a look here. Underwritten by Optum Angus right here. Lot number 11 on your press proof here of the blacks in 1956. Tell me here. What I got to do here? Now, but $1, $7,500, $8,000. 75, $8,000 out here. Let you bid 5, $7,500 bill. 1,000, 12.5. Maybe to get 1,500. Hey, 15 here. Now, but 17. Happy to get 2. Hey, $2,000 here. 2.5, 5, 25, 5, 7. Happy to get 3. And now 2.5, 5, 35, up about 35, but I get 35, 7.5 on it. At 35, 750, they better get 37, half about $1,000 here and 4,000. And now 4,000, they better get 4, now about 4, now about 4, better get $4,000 there to bought it now about 4,000. At 37, half 4,000. And now 4,000, they better get 4, they but now about $4,000 here, better get 4 and 4 and 4. And now 4 here, now 2.5. At 4 here, 4,250, there to go now about 2.5, about $1,000 to 2.5, better get 4,250, bid 4,000 on it. You'll be 4,250, 42.5. You want it at $4,000 here. They better get 4,250 at $4,000. They better get 2.5, about $2.5 there to bottom. Y'all in, y'all done now. I bet 4,000. You'll be 4,250. Here we go now at $4,000. They better get 2.5 and now about $2.5 here to bottom. They better get 4,250 on it. Sold it, TC. $4,000 on it. 4,000. 815. Thank you, Steve Bellpoint and Julie. Thank you. 815.
It's going on the wall because guess what? We have the bull and we have the cow, and now we have the whole happy family, the blacks. You noticed I didn't make any of those sell your old dog speeches on that one, didn't you? Thank you. Thanks, Steve, for bidding on that. Now, lot 12, First Angus in the U.S. is an amazing fine art print. There are very, very few of these left at the American Angus Association from the Centennial in 1973. It's a big piece. Its frame size is 40 by 30. It is Frank Murphy's true masterpiece. This is the piece that was a U.S. postage stamp in 1973. This piece was underwritten. The beautiful, amazing framework here was underwritten by CCI.live. And we thank Christy Collins and all her folks at CCI for their generosity in bringing this piece to us tonight.
You bet. It's lot number 12 right here. Frank Murphy's masterpiece right here. What a neat deal. You tell me on it. 2,500, 3,000. At 20, bob it up on 3. Did it get 500's all. 7.5. $1,000 bill. 1,000. 12.5. 1,500. Dirty bought it down by 15. 17.5. Air 2. They better get 2. 2.5. Now 525 $25 there. At 2,500 turn to bid $500 there to bottom down about 25 5. At 25, well, you got a couple of them going down here. They give 2.5 down front right here. I took 2,000 way in the back. You got to be 2,250 down front. 22.5 on it. At 2,000, 2,250. Hey, $2,000 there. They bid $22.5 on it. Hey, $2,000 there. They bid $2.5 about $100 there to bottom down about 2.5. Bid 2,250. Hey, $2,000 there. They bid $2.5 about $2.5 about $100 there to bottom down about 2.5. You'll be 2,100. 2,000, $2,100 on it. Hey, $2,000 there. They bid bond. Habit of a bond. They bid $100 there to bottom. Yeah, right. They bid 20 bond. Hit 2 there. They bid $100 there to bottom down about 20 bond. They bid 20 bond. Hands up, y'all in. Y'all done. $2,000. They bid 20 bond. And about 20 bond. They get $2,100 on it. Sold it. Will Harshall's way at $2,000. $2,000 on it. Hey, Hurt, thank you. 263. Give him a round of applause. Appreciate the support there.
That's Mark and Cindy Ahern from Turno Meadow Ranch in Texas, and Mark serves on the Angus Foundation board. We thank you so much, Mark. And Mark, we'll ship that to you. We'll get that taken care of. Lot 13 is the next. It's the companion piece to this. These are the original postage stamps from 1973 with an envelope from the first day of issue of that stamp, postmarked from St. Joseph, Missouri. If you're an Angus collector or you want to be and like to start a collection for your family as your legacy, this would be a great piece to start with.
You bet it would. The commemorative stamps right here. It's lot number 13, underwritten by Optum Angus. We appreciate them. It's lot number 13 now. All right, here we go ahead. You tell me there. They get $2,000 here. 2,500 you want to. Hit 225 there. Now about 500's all. Hands up on it now. 500, 750. Hit 5, 7.5 here. They get 750. Hit 5 here, 7.5 on it. Now about 7.5 there to go. Now about 7.5 to get 750. He say down $1,000. They better get $1,000 here to bottom down about bond. They better get bond now about better get $1,000 here to bottom down about $1,000 bill. It's 750s all, folks. You paying attention to what we're doing? Lot number 13 on the commemorative stamps. Asking $1,000 bill. $1,000 bill. They better get 1,000. It's 7.5 here. They better get $1,000 here to bottom down about bond. They better get bond. Go right ahead.
So I want to read a little bit of Angus history from you for you. I saw this in Keith Evans' book. If you read the copy on the page. In 1973, it was a heady time for the Angus business, even though registrations had declined for 5 straight years. The Forum and the Centennial cost more money than had been set aside to fund the activities, but amid all the excitement, no one seemed to mind. The stamp is our piece of American history. I mean, how many other breeds have a stamp? Can you count them? Do the Herefords have a stamp? Steve, do the Shorthorns have a stamp? Do the Jerseys and the Guernseys and the Holsteins have a stamp? Hell no. We have an Angus stamp, and you want it on your wall.
There'll be $1,000 on it. $1,000 bill. 1,000. Hey, $1,000 bill here. You better get $1,000 here. Bond. Let's y'all bid. 200, 300 here. Better get $400 on them. Hit 4 here. Now about 4. They better get $400 bottom about 4. Now 5. Hit 5 here. They better get $500 here. Bottom about 5. Better get $500 bottom about 400. 500 on it. Hit 4 here. And now 5 here. They better get 500. Hit 4, 500 here. Now about 5. Wells, your guy won in at 500. Hit 400. They better get $500 here. Bottom about 5. They better get 5. Better get 5. You're supposed to go like this. 500 at 400 on it.
This is an
400
opportunity.
here now. 500 $500 here to bottom. David get 500. Here we go. Y'all through. Gonna be $500 on it. Dirty bottom tonight. Thank you. Now 600. Now 600. Now 600. Now 600. Now 600. Now 7. You think? Now 7. And now 777. California, you're out. 700. Hey, 7.
We'll ship it to you. Angus Foundation will ship it to you.
Now 8. They better give $800 dirty bottom down of a day. They better give $8. They better give $800 dirty bottom down of a day. They better give $800. At 8. And now 999. Now of a 9. CCI, you're out again. 900. Hit 800. They better give 9.
Stay with us there, John.
900. There to go. Better get 900. 800. 900. You gonna do it? At $800, they better give 9 and now about 900. Y'all through? 800, they better give 9 and die. You gonna do it? $900 on it and die. Sold it. $800, Shane. 800 on it. 245.
That looks like Matthew Deacon from
Absolutely, it is. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Next item up is lot number 14. We call her the Grand Champion. This was an actual award from 1969, and we took a look at it and said, let's upcycle that and make it into a piece of art. And a good friend and a master framer and artist, Sandy Clark, took it and turned it into just an amazing piece. It was donated to us by Lisa Bolin of Brighton, Michigan. Lisa was a 1982 National Showmanship winner. She was also an NJAA board member. She's a good friend, and she also serves on the Michigan Angus Association Board of Directors as serving as the treasurer. So thank you, Lisa Bolin, and let's sell the Grand Champion.
You bet. On your cast metal art right here, lot
Thank
number
you to Spruce
14.
Mountain for your
Yes,
underwriting.
Sir, that is a neat deal right here. And thank you to Spruce Mountain exactly on underwriting this item. Lot number 14. You bet. $1,000 here. $1,500 to go. 1,000, 1,500 there. Better get 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Better get $500 here. $500, 500. Hey, 5 here. $600 there. 10 out, 7 for it. Hey, better get 7 to 7 to 7. Better get 7. Now 8. Now better get 9 pound dollar. Hey, better get $1,000 here. Now 11. And now 11 more. And now 12. $1,300 there. About $1,300. Hey, $1,300 here to go. Better get $1,300 there. About $13, 14, 1,500 race. And now $1,500 there to go. Better get $1,500 there. Now about $1,600. Better get $1,700. It's $1,700 there. About $17. About $1,700. It's $1,700 there. About $17 here. Better get $1,700. It's $1,700 there. About $1,700 here to go. Better get $1,700. And now $1,800. $1,800. At $1,800 there to go. Better get 18. Now about 18. Better give $1,800. $1,700 there. About $1,800 here to go. Better give 18. Y'all through. 17, 1,800. 17, you're going to be 1,800, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800. Now you on?
I don't know. Got a love-hate relationship going on with this microphone. But once again, you know, somebody's going to come in and they're going to say, where'd you get that? And you're going to have this amazing story to tell, because you're not going to find one of these at Walmart. You're not going to find one of these at Target or any place like that. It's only here. It's only now. This is an amazing piece of art. That's for the race.
17, 18, 17, 18. You'll be a half, 1,800. Even give $1,800 there to bottom up about 1,800.
One of a kind.
1,800 here, give 18 here to bottom deep about 1,800. At 18 here, give 1,800 here to bottom deep give 18. Here we go. You'll be 1,800. $1,800 and now give 18 and now give 1,800. Sold it. 1,700 on the telephone. Will Harsh on the phone at 1,700. 265 going to the Hall of Fame. 264, pardon me. 264 is the buyer number going to the Angus Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. We appreciate your help. And now for the one we've all been waiting for, She Speaks to Me. Lot 15, this piece, it's a canvas, beautifully, amazingly framed by Amanda Cowan. Amanda Cowan is a new artist. She's not a new artist, but we just discovered her out in Arizona at the Cowgirl art show out there in January. Amanda is she lives and works on a ranch. She paints Angus cattle, horses, and wildlife. We think this is an amazing piece that you'd like in your office, in your home. Once again, in the old man cave. Let's sell She Speaks to Me, Cody.
Hey, this is a neat piece here. Lot number 15 right here, underwritten by Angus. Thank you to them. All right, She Speaks to Me. You bet. Right there. You ever heard that, Shane? Yes, sir. Everybody get to leave it here. All right, how about I get 2,500, 3,000. At 25, 30 tomorrow, now about 3 here, 5, 600, 700 here. Hands up now. Hey, 700 here, now about 8. You better give $800 here, 8, 9, now about $1,000. $1,000 bill here. You better give $1,000 now about 1,100 there, and now 12 on it. Hey, better get 12 here, now about $1,200 here, about now about 12. Better get $1,200 here. At 12 here, and now 13 there, 14. Hey, better get 1,500. Hey, $1,500 there, and you better get 15, 16 there, now about 17, and now 18 on it. At 1,800 there, and you better give 18 on it here, about now about 18, 19 on it. At 19 and now 2. Hey, $2,000 there, now about 2, now about 2. You better get $2,000 too. Now what? Hey, 20 bond, now about 20. Better get 100 here, now about 2, 2, 3. At 23 there, 23, $2,300 down to 3. Better get $300 down to about now about 3 on it. At 2,300 on it here, better get $300 here, about now about 3 and 3. Go right ahead.
You know, Cody, this is a canvas. It's not the original piece. The original piece is twice that size and was not for sale, but Amanda agreed to sell us a canvas print. But what she did on the back, if Avery will flip it around, you'll see on the back there's an envelope, and in that envelope is Amanda's personal certificate of authenticity that it is her piece, and Amanda drew a remark for you that's one of a kind, and it's a little sketch of this cow, and we found out that this cow's ear tag number is lot 29. And so you have a remark personally from Amanda in this piece with her certificate of authenticity. You can also show that to your neighbors. You got something that's really special.
You bet. So there's no confusion, gentlemen. So there's no confusion. I took 2,100 with Shane Ryan. 2,100 there. It's asking for 2,300. You'll be 23. 23. You'll be 333. You'll be 200. At 20, bump it up on 2. Divide get $200 there to go. Nab it up at 2. Divide get 2. Divide get $200 there to bump it up at 20. Bump it up at $200. Divide get 20. 200. At 21, 22 there. Nab it up at 2. Now 3. And now we're out 23. $2,300 there to get $300 there to bump it. At 22, 23. At 22 there, they get $300 there, and they get $300 there, and they get 300. Y'all through 22, 2,300 and die. Appreciate the help on it and die. Sold it. TC's way at $2,200 on it. 2,200. 210. Thank you. 210. Appreciate it, folks.
Where did that go?
Ryan Moore. Thank you, folks.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
So now we'd like to introduce, from Virginia, the current president of the American Angus Association, Chuck Grove. Before we sell lot 16, Chuck has a few words to share with us.
Thank you, Julie. First, I want to thank everyone here at Audley. Let's give them another round of applause. This event has been fantastic. It's just been wonderful, and they've done a great job. Also, again, I want to thank Jacqueline, Julie, and Wynn. Let's give them a hand. They've done a fantastic job. You know, the reason we're here is we're celebrating the 150th year of good old George bringing the first Angus cattle to this country. And I think if we go back in time, and if you think about George, he would have no idea of the impact he's made on this, not only on the cattle business in the United States, but globally, worldwide. And so I want to raise a glass and a toast to George Grant and thank him for giving us all the opportunity to be here today. So here's to George Grant.
Here.
Thank you all.
Grant. Thank you, Chuck. Before we sell lot 16, I'd like to remind you that we're here today to celebrate the legacy of George Grant. And as you heard Lamar Steiger speak earlier, there's a group of us have formed the George Grant Challenge. We will double the impact of the first 1,000 people who give $150 a year. It is a sustaining fund. So your $150 a year is meant to continue every year. You can pay it annually. You can pay it monthly. As I've told Will Harsh many times, I've said, Will, it's $12.50. That's a burger and a beer. And well, I get the beer for free, for goodness sake. Okay, that's just the burger. So anyway, everyone can do this. Everyone in the Angus breed is important. All 22,000 members times 5. We are not going to stop at 1,000. We're going to march right on to 5,000, to 10,000. How many people here have already signed up as a legacy donor? I'd like to see your hands. Gentlemen, the regional managers, you have, I have, Tom Burke has, all these folks have, Chuck has, $150 a year. It's absolutely relatively painless to do. Cody, you'll be signing up tonight. What I'd like to do is ask everybody who already is a legacy donor, in memory and honor of George Grant, I'd like for you to make a pledge. Raise your hand, Will. I, Will Harsh, do hereby solemnly swear that I will ask, that I will ask 4 other people in honor of George Grant's 4 bulls. I will ask 4 other people to become a legacy donor. Will you do that, Will? Yes, what I said. I'd like to ask every one of you who are a legacy donor to say tonight, within the week, that you'll tell a friend, you'll tell a customer, you'll send a letter, send an email, but ask 4 people to join us. Let's get this match of 150,000, we have to get another 1,000 people to give $150. So we want to do it today. You can sign up with the card there at your place. You can go online. You can do it tomorrow. But by the end of the year, we need 1,000 people. And then the years after that, we're going to go to 5,000, 10,000, and on. So thank you all very much. And let's sell lot 16. And we're going to take the Angus Revelry to go.
Jacqueline trying to say. You got an announcement?
Oh, Tim Clark's got an announcement. So Angus Revelry to go, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It comes to us from Reese Tuckwiller, our regional manager here. He's brought us a fine bottle of single malt scotch. And Joan and Blanford Pierce from Woodlawn Farms, the oldest Angus operation in the country, Woodlawn Farms in Creston, Illinois. And I asked Joan for something special for this event, and she kind of got the ball rolling. She said, I've got 4 of Lucy Pierce's highball glasses, and they are absolutely stunning. Hannah, hang on to those, because, yeah, you don't want Joan on your ass, I can tell you that. Anyway, Joan, love you, and thank you so much. I know Joan and Blanford are watching this evening. The glasses are a hit, the scotch is a hit, and then the coup de grace, you have the Rosetta Steaks, and they are marvelous. The steaks are actually here, so if a buyer here takes them tonight, you take the whole shooting match home with you. We've got boxes, we've got everything for you to go. Angus Revelry to go. You can go home tomorrow night, have the in-laws over, have the neighbors over, and have a wonderful Angus Revelry celebration at home.
You've had a great opportunity on the last item here, and one of the really, really neat items here of the evening, folks. Lot number 16, your Angus Revelry to go right here. You betcha, scotch and steaks right here, along with the highball glasses. What a neat combination. We'll let you all have a little fun here to end the evening. You betcha, 100, 200, 300. Here we go. At 3, 4, there, 5. I better get 5, 600. Now, but I'm 7, I'm 8 here, and I better get 9 there. $1,000. $1,000 here. Now, but I'm 12, 12, 12. But I'm 1,300. I better get 14, 1,500. Hey, 15 here, 16, hey, better get 17, on it here, tomorrow down, but 17, 18 there, and now 2, better get 2, now 1, now better get 2, 21 down 2, and 22, 3, better get 300 here, now but 4, now 4, 5, hey, 25, but I'm 5, 25, 25, and bad, hey, 2,500 here, tomorrow down, but 5, better get 5, hello there, now 750, at 25, but I'm 7, but I'm 7, but I'm 7, now 3,000, and now 3, internet round, 3,000, now 2.5, better get 5 on it, hey, 35, but I'm 5, 35, but I'm 5, now 5, 7.5 here, at 7.5, 4,000, not here to go. They better get 4 and 2.5 on it. At 42, 50, now 5. I better get 5. 5. Internet, you didn't make it. I took 4 right here with TC. Gonna be 250. At 4 here, 42.5. At 4 here, 42.5. 2.5. They better get 2.5. 4,250. Mid 42.5. 4,250. Mid 4,000. Not here. Need to be 42.50 on it. At 4,000. Not they better get 2.5 on it. Here to get 2.5. Not Julie right here. And you'll be 42.50. You want to say a little something before we sell it? Maybe.
Well, it works. You know, don't come over to Wynn and Jacqueline and me tomorrow and say, darn, I didn't get anything bought. Because this is it. This is the last thing. You've just paid for Lucy's glasses. That's all you've done. You haven't even bought the Scottish food items that are going to be fun for your charcuterie board, the Rosetta Steaks, and that fine bottle of single malt scotch that Reese brought us. This is an amazing opportunity here. I want you to know I just got a text from somebody who's joined the Legacy Fund. Got awesome. A text right here. We are going to be tomorrow selling scarves. The scarves are $150 a piece. They are numbered. You can choose the number you get. Hannah will be here helping us tomorrow again. We will be taking Legacy donations tomorrow. And right after this lot sells, Turner is going to take the stage and we're going to have the race. We're going to have the Certified Angus Beef Steaks race. So don't go anywhere. Let's sell this lot, Cody.
Guess what? I've got 4,100 bid on the internet. You'll be 4,200, 4,200, 42.3, 4,300, 43. There, they better get 3. Now, but 3. They better get 300. On it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Mr. Shorthorn wants to know if Julie will give him that 100.
I think she would.
Well, considering that not long ago he bet me $1 million something, and I was right, I'm not giving him $100.
Oh.
He still owes me $1 million.
How about 4,200? You want to do that? 4,200? 4,200? And $4,200 on the turn. You better get $200 dirty motor now, but up two. You better get $200 turn motor now, but up two. Here we go. Y'all through 41, 4,200, and now better get $200 dirty bonnet. $4,200 here. You better get 4,200 here. And that's in a lead up one. It'll be 42. And now but up 42. Better get 4,209. Sold it on the internet. CCI wins out at 4,100. Thank you, Richie. You bet. Big Timber Cattle,
Big
Florida
Timber,
bound,
thank
257.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so much to Richie Longenecker at Big Timber, and thank you to CCI, to Whitney Andras, to Christy Collins, for all the folks. We've had a lot of people interested here on CCI. Turner, we're ready to have the race.
Well, wait, before I go any further, we've been talking about a lot of the challenges tonight. You got a text. Guess what I just got?
What did you get?
Everybody listen.
Everybody listen.
I got a $15,000 donation.
You did. Good work, Ryan.
And it's from Doug and Beverly Dalton.
Thank you.
From Dalton's on the Sycamore, and it's in the name of Win Dalton.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So let's give them a big round of applause. I think Doug and Beverly left, but major
Thank
part.
you.
That's a great way to end the night. Thank you to your family.
So that means that Dalton's on the Sycamore has joined the George Grant Challenge. Also, a part of that challenge, as as we mentioned, 44 farms, Lamar and Sherry Steiger, 808 Ranch, my family at Bell Point Ranch, the Keneally family in Nebraska, also Seiden Stricker, and am I forgetting one? We've got an anonymous donor in California, and now Doug and Beverly Dalton. So we thank you. We're marching our way toward, we want this to have the first 1,000 people will have a dollar for dollar match. Your $150, as Lamar Steiger so well put it, is so important because we are asking it to be an annual gift. $150 a year. It'll just recur every year on your debit card, your credit card. If you want to pay it monthly, that's fine too. But what we look at is that it won't be just $150. Over the life of 10 years or 20 years, it'll be $1,500 or $3,000. So tomorrow we'll be here. We want to talk to you about that, and we do want to extend that and help us get to our goal by the end of 2023. Now I'd like to introduce Jamie and Turner. We're going to have the race.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, everyone. As you guys know, or you may not know, I'm going to have to change my hats now because I'm going from the Angus world to the thoroughbred world. So here we go with our thoroughbred side of the farm.
It's as easy as that.
So, guys.
I need Scott and
I like this one.
Here, I got to call
And so before we get started, I want to give you a little history of Audley Farm and racing here. In 1921, the Jones brothers, B.B. and Montfort Jones, bought the farm, about 900 acres, for $108,000. Nice deal. Then the next year, they bought a horse named Sir Barton for $100,000. Sir Barton was the very first Triple Crown winner ever. So there's only been 13 of them, and he was a stallion right here at Audley Farm, and there's a statue over there, and if you can get your picture taken with him later on today or tomorrow. So we were very fortunate to have a rich thoroughbred history here. In 2019, Jamie and I were at the Keeneland sales, and we were looking for a mare, and we saw this beautiful exchange rate mare named Foreign Affair. And I looked over at Jamie, and Jamie goes, yeah, she's quite nice, and we decided to bid on her. She was in foal to Justify, the 2018 Triple Crown winner, the 13th Triple Crown winner, and she was covered in February, and as you know, 11-month gestation, we thought, hey, maybe we could get lucky, and have an early Justify foal. Well, sure enough, on January 3rd, we had the very first Justify filly, okay? So we got all this news and everything. It was very exciting. We love her. She's wonderful. We kept her, and we named her How Lovely. And as a 2-year-old, she was in training, and she's showing promise. She looks quite a bit like her dad, Justify, very big and beautiful. And we have a race here, okay? It was on September 17th, I think, last year. It was 5 furlongs at Pimlico, $52,000 main special weight. She's number 7, okay, in the purple Audley silks. Mary Kay and I were there with Jennifer and Jamie. And I'm going to turn this over to Jamie. And while the race is going on, he's going to tell you what was going through his mind because it's crazy. Okay, so here we go. All right, please cue it up.
I'm not sure I'll be able to tell you quite what was going through my mind as we raced these fillies.
Here we go. Number 7.
She falls out of the gate to